Welcome to the permitting version of the City of Arlington's construction stormwater training video. A longer version of this video is also available. The longer version covers sediment and erosion control BMPs. Once construction begins, it is also required that site operators watch the longer version of this video to complete their quick training and review. In this video, we're going to go over permitting requirements and how to ensure your construction site is compliant with local and state construction stormwater requirements. A compliant site has many benefits, as it saves time and money and can protect human and environmental health. By the end of this video, you should be familiar with stormwater permitting requirements for construction activity in Arlington, Stormwater Pollution Prevention Plan or SWIP upkeep requirements and how to keep your SWIP up to date, inspection requirements, common structural and non-structural best management practices or BMPs, to prevent the discharge of sediment, trash and pollutants from construction sites, as well as stabilization and termination requirements for construction sites. Firstly, let's answer two questions. Why do we have permits and why does compliance matter? Construction activity is regulated by the city and state to protect the environment. A compliant construction site helps keep rivers and lakes safe for fishing, swimming and other forms of recreation, maintains the integrity of our natural resources by providing habitat for flora and fauna, ensure our surface water reservoirs are capable of providing more drinking water for longer, saving everyone money, and finally, prevent sediment eroding off construction sites, which helps our waterways maintain their ability to prevent expensive and damaging floods. Most importantly for contractors, compliance matters because a compliant site is not subject to enforcement. Stop work orders and citations take up valuable time and resources, which might be used more effectively elsewhere. Keeping your site compliant saves both time and money in the long run. Construction stormwater requirements can be broken into two types of equally important requirements: permitting and SWIP paperwork, and sediment and erosion control BMPs. Permitting. The state and city regulate all land disturbing activities related to construction. Different requirements apply depending on the size of the disturbed area at a construction site. Sites that are less than 1 acre are permitted through the city and do not need to fulfill any state requirements. A completed SWIP contact information sheet should be provided to Planning and Development Services, along with the required documentation found online in the Guidelines for Preparing Stormwater Pollution Prevention Plans for Construction Activities Disturbing Less Than 1 Acre document. A copy of the SWIP contact information sheet should be posted on-site in an area visible to the public at all times. Sites that are 1 acre or greater must prepare a full SWIP and maintain a posted construction site notice at all times. The SWIP book is required to be kept up to date and on-site at all times. The SWIP must be made available to all inspectors. In addition to this, all sites which are 5 acres or greater will need to file a notice of intent with the state prior to starting construction. A copy of the approved permit will need to be kept in the SWIP at all times. The most important thing to realize about SWIPs is that they are living documents. This means adjustments will need to be made, as necessary, over time. Typical updates may include changing the site inspector and adding the new qualifications for the inspector, adjusting lists of chemicals kept on site, updating sweeping logs, adding in inspection reports, and more. Another living aspect of a SWIP is the Erosion Control Plan, or ECP map, or BMP map. The Erosion Control Plan map should be kept up to date and reflect current site conditions. If a BMP is altered, added, removed, or replaced, the map will need to be updated. When inspectors come to your site, they will look at the ECP map to verify that it is current. It is important to remember that the ECP will evolve over time, as BMPs are adjusted based on performance. Just because a BMP is not on the original erosion control plan does not mean it is not necessary. Sites which are 1 acre or larger need to conduct thorough, regular inspections to assess the efficacy of on-site BMPs. There are two frequency options for active construction sites. The first option is to inspect every 7 days regardless of rainfall events. The second option is to inspect every 14 days with additional inspections carried out after each rainfall event of a ½ inch or greater. A construction site on a bi-weekly inspection schedule must keep a rain gauge on site and record daily rainfall in their SWIP. A compliant construction site saves time and money, allowing projects to reach completion on time and on budget. They also help maintain the integrity of our environment, allowing for fishing, recreation, and plentiful, affordable drinking water. A compliant construction site is easily within reach if BMPs are kept in good condition and daily housekeeping is carried out.